welcome back to Hermitcraft. All right. Well, you ever have one of those days where you go to record an episode of something and you find out that after about 20 minutes or so of recording that your microphone was disabled for the entire time, and all the clever, witty things that you had to say in that time have just kind of gone out the bit bucket because no mic enabled? Yeah. Isn't it just wonderful that stuff like that happens? Yeah, I'm thrilled about it too. 20 minutes of footage down the tubes. So anyway, as a kind of a recap, which won't be a 20-minute video, I'm sorry, just to cover what was going on. I came back in here and somebody in the comments had pointed out that as it was, this thing wasn't going to be running. Now, I broke this one recently myself, just to disable things. But apparently I didn't have a line that goes from here into this clock to actually get things going. And so I took the line coming out of here, inverted it, and it comes over here, and it enables the clock to run when it needs to. And then through a repeater, run another line out here to go across the hallway and up on top of the apartment on the end of the hallway where the lighting was replaced. Instead of being sea lanterns, it is now redstone lamps with a redstone line on top of it, so that the clock circuit can also cause the lights to flip on and off over there. I got 3 more chickens in here, and it was when I took a break to wait for them to grow up into adult chickens that I realized, oh my God, my microphone has been off the whole time. 20 minutes worth of recording, all shot to heck. Let's see. That should actually be connected like so. And yeah. So if I disable this, clock circuit starts running. Oh yes, I ended up putting sand under the note blocks. And honestly, something a little bit more of a piano-like sound would probably be better, but anyway. Now over here, basically is a combination of 2 suggestions, different lighting for the experimental level and a strobe circuit for one of them, for one of the apartments. And whoever lives in here gets to have the lights strobing on. The enable and disable of that is controlled by this, because it's all running off the same clock circuit as runs that one. I figure I've got 1 clock circuit, that's all I need. And then do that to disable. Now what I need to do now is just hang around for a little bit, see if when these 3 new chickens grow up, they actually start walking around more and cause occasional activation of the pressure plate, and see if that helps that issue. Now somebody said something about using a stone pressure plate instead of a wooden one, but if I'm not mistaken, and I might very well be, I'll admit, but if I'm not mistaken, a stone pressure plate would not be activated by the chickens. Am I correct? I don't know. Not offhand. And I'm not in the mood to bother checking it right now. So, I'll be back. Okay, an interminably boring amount of time later, the chickens have become adult. They still haven't moved, really. And upon turning into adults just now, the one is close enough to the pressure plate to start the clock running. And so the note blocks and the redstone lamps are now cycling. That's all fine and dandy. But I'm going to have to come up with some kind of a better circuit here. Some kind of better randomization thing. The goal is for the on and off signal to happen randomly, with roughly 50% duty cycle. In other words, about half the time it's on and half the time it's off, but the details as random as possible. Now, I know somebody in the comments last time suggested the use of bats in some kind of a circuit that Mumbo came up with a while back. And then someone else pointed out that that was something that worked in 1.12 and not 1.13. So that's kind of a no-go. Somebody else, actually a couple or three people, mentioned the idea of using rabbits. But the problem there is that rabbits are A, a little hard to find, B, a lot hard to catch, and so on. And I really don't want to mess with rabbits if I can avoid it, because pain in the butt I'm not interested in, really. And rabbits, everything I've seen about them makes them a royal pain in the butt. So, yeah. But that's what I'm looking for. And the reason I chose this is because this is about as dirt simple of a random timing circuit thing that you could possibly want. You know? But as yet, these chickens don't move. Now, I could sit around here and wait for them to move enough to turn the clock circuit off, but that's not going to happen today for a number of reasons, most of which involve doing things other that I need to get done. So I'm going to leave it right here for right now. If you have suggestions about a better clock circuit, a better randomizer, do let me know. And hopefully it's not something involving rabbits. I don't even know where to look for rabbits except for off in a desert someplace, which sounds to me just to be totally weird. You know, why would rabbits be in a desert? I mean, that's a woodland creature. You know, something you'd find in a forest or something. And I don't know why they would be showing up in a desert. That doesn't make any sense to me. In any event, with all due aggravation aside, thanks for watching. Take it easy. I am out.